Minister, it's you and I again at the end of a debate and a crisis that's deepening. And if I just pick up for a moment in relation to just Deputy Harkin, let me just tell the analysis that has been done on the Help to Buy scheme by many agencies. The original cost was 40 million. It's now 175 million and rising, 4.5 times the estimated cost. Over 1/3 of those who availed of it didn't need any help with a deposit, and so on and so on. Mazar said it should be scrapped, but not now. We can't scrap it now, just like all of the other initiatives that you've brought in that have become embedded to rise the prices up to super prices that nobody can afford. All of these schemes, when you look at the analysis done, confirm that. What did they say about it? And the deputies in the chair. The scheme is poorly targeted with respect to incomes, location, house prices and other socio-economic factors. It has a socially regressive impact. 1/3 of the recipients did not need any help with the deposit and so on. That's the Help to Buy scheme. The HAP scheme was brought in as the only game in town, and the housing agency at the time said they were absolutely delighted with it. They said it makes a real and positive difference and so on. The HAP scheme that's costing up with the other schemes $1 billion per year, and we persist in calling that social housing. That's not social housing. I listened with dismay to the Taoiseach this morning saying he had no ideology. That's absolutely disingenuous. He has an ideology, and so had the previous government, and so had Labour and Fine Gael together, who brought in the HAP scheme. The ideology is the market will provide, and when it doesn't provide, we will bring in any amount of piecemeal initiatives to make sure that we keep the prices high, including NAMA and the setting up of NAMA and the disgraceful way that they have dealt with property and not homes. And so here's the Simon community again, locked out of the market, telling us absolutely no properties or homes available in Galway City or the suburbs, none under the HAP, the only game in town, none available. No homes built in Galway other than 2 or 3. A task force, which I foolishly welcomed over 3 years ago, has no sense of urgency, and not one report has been published from the task force. I've asked a question. The junior minister was very honest and said it should have been given, it hasn't. I'll finish in the last few seconds by quoting somebody, happens to be a postgraduate student, PhD, and so I won't go into the details, going to be evicted on the 1st of May, nowhere to go, went up to the City Council, no emergency accommodation available when she went up to the City Council. There are solutions, and the most basic solution is public land, public housing on public land, and a very strong message to the market. That is not happening.